And I don't like to be around people that's too codependent on other people. Because why you always got to run something by somebody else to get a motherfucking opinion? Like, bitch, can you not think for yourself? Do you not make decisions for yourself? Do we always have to have a group discussion on what this can be and what that can be? Like, who the fuck? I cannot stand being around people who always need the input of other people. Honestly, that shit gives traitor vibes. Anytime you need somebody else's opinion, that means you will choose sides. Because you can't think for yourself.
Yo, why the fuck is they saying some people don't have an inner monologue? Like, bitch, some people don't got no inner voice. Like, what the fuck do they be thinking about? Like, bitch, my shit, she be up 24/7. My inner voice got an inner voice, I got an inner voice, I got a backup inner voice. Like, like what? Like, what do you mean? Right, that's what I said. This shit crazy. She be talking to me, bitch.
Not everyone is a deep thinker. Like, some people literally just don't think deeply about anything. And it's crazy for me to think about that because I've never been that type of person. Like, ever since I was a child, when I would go to church and I would do the prayers and whatever else they were doing, reading the book and stuff, I would always ask my mom so many questions like, where do we go after we're done here? Where did we come from? Why are we here? Like, what does all this mean? And nobody had any answers. And I'm like, why do people not want to know, like, the answers to this stuff? It just never made any sense to me. And the more I would ask questions, the more people would shut me down and just tell me to be quiet and, like, stop asking questions, I guess. And that just made me more curious because why are you telling me to not ask questions about our existence? And why do we not know? Like, why do people not? It just never made any sense to me. And then, like, once I started learning about conspiracy theories when I was in, like, middle school and high school, and I would get so into conspiracy theories, bro. Like, I would just go on YouTube and look at all these different videos, and I would learn about aliens and all that stuff because it fascinates me. Like, I want to know what the hell is out there. But some people don't want to know. It's like, why? Why don't you want to know? I still don't know why people aren't as curious. I don't know why people aren't as deep thinkers. But maybe it's just because I'm a starseed, bro. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I am an alien and I want to know about aliens and shit. But we're all aliens. That's another topic, though. But then, like, another thing I always thought about as a kid was, why do so many people have different beliefs? Like, why are there so many different religions where people believe in one god or multiple gods or whatever the hell it is? And I just would always think to myself, like, there can't be multiple truths. Like, there has to be only one truth. And so I would always think, like, somebody's living a lie. Like, some of these people are living a complete lie because there can only be one truth. And so as I got older, once I stopped going to church after I got out of high school, like, once I dropped out of college and started to look within and, like, find answers within myself and do research on a lot of stuff, I finally started to find the answers. And once I found the answers, bro, like, it's like my whole world just flipped upside down and, like, everything makes sense now. And I feel so comfortable in my skin because I know why things happen. I know why I'm here. I know where I'm gonna go after this life. And some people don't know that. Like, that's crazy to me that some people don't know that and they don't want to know. Anywho, that's my thoughts for today.
You know, I'm a firm believer of getting away from motherfuckers who ain't got a mind of their own, who ain't got no goals of their own, who can't think for themselves, who can't move for themselves. And the only reason why they is able to think a little bit or move a little bit or get some ideas a little bit is because you around. They see you doing shit and they want to do it. They see you say a certain thing and they want to say it. They could never have nothing of their own, you feel me? And they would try to make it seem like that they came up with the shit when they didn't. In fact, it was you that came up with it. You the glue that's keep giving them things and things and things and things to do. So learn how to be quiet. Learn how to move in silence. Because I'm going to tell you, these motherfucking people is ruthless. They would take something of yours that God gave you and they would make it seem like that it's theirs and make it seem like God gave it to them when in fact he didn't. So don't let them. Move away from them people. Lose contact with them people and cut them motherfuckers off.
I ain't gonna lie, gang. Our generation so fucked up. We losing too many people. Everybody dying. Everybody on fucking drugs. It's men and women on the internet arguing right now, talking about bad relationship advice. Smoking and drinking is the new fun. Nowadays, people don't want to work. They'd rather be fucking lazy and have everything handed to them. And the people who do have jobs are being called broke by the people who don't have jobs. The rainbow flag mafia is getting more notarized than ever before. Being a slut and a hoe is the new norm. And as far as I'm concerned, if you're not a sex worker, I guess you lame now. People are more weird than ever before. If you don't do half the shit people do nowadays, you consider lame. You can't speak or stand up for yourself anymore. You can't have an opinion on things anymore. People are way sensitive than ever. And then on top of that, people rather socialize on the internet than rather socialize in person. What has this world come to?
And another reason why materialistic shit means nothing to me is because we made all of this shit up. Everything is made the fuck up. Every single item is made up. We made up houses and cars and mortgages and credit and all of this bullshit. This it's literally like a whole fucking world of make-believe and fucking pretend. And when you don't want to play make-believe and pretend anymore, you the fucking weirdo. All of this shit is made up.
I feel like so many people go through life and they don't think about shit. You know, like, that's how I was when I was younger. I felt like I didn't really think things through. I just kind of went along with whatever that people told me to or other people were doing. But now I'm at the point where, like, I'm thinking things through, and I'm thinking why I'm getting into this, and I'm thinking how I'm going to do this, and I'm thinking why I'm, you know, I mean, I always was thinking, but I felt like there was one point, you know, when they tell you, like, oh, you get good grades, so you got to go to college, and you'll get a job. I feel like I was just, like, following what, you know, society say about that. But then after college, when shit didn't work out for me, and when I figured out I hated corporate America, and I figured out that the places that I thought would be my dream job, I hated working there. And then I had to, like, completely do a 360 with my life and figure out what the fuck I want to do. That's when I started thinking through my life. And I started including things I know about myself and what I've learned about myself, and going, based off what I know about myself, based off my strengths, based off my weaknesses, I should or shouldn't get into this. I want to pursue this.
Am I the only person noticing that people on the internet don't seem to have their own personalities? It's always, what are we doing next? Copying the Sophia Richie dance, which is just swaying, by the way. What are we wearing next summer? What fragrances are we doing? Can you guys not think for yourself? Or, I like a side part, but everyone's doing a middle part right now, even though I don't like it. Girl, if you like a side part, do the freaking side part. We don't all have to wear the same things, look the same, sound the same, listen to the same music, dye our hair the same colors. I don't know, it's kind of weird and scary.
I saw a video of somebody minding somebody else's business, and I wanted to make a video about it. And no, this is not directly towards that person. This is towards the whole group of people who typically don't mind their own business. Here's the downside of counseling people. I'm always analyzing, but you know what? It separates me from the crowd, and I like being separated from the crowd. Some people are so uncomfortable and so unfulfilled with their own lives that they always have to redirect their attention to everybody else. Some people compensate with a lack of control over their own lives, and so they try to micromanage other people and try to influence other people's behaviors to make themselves feel good about themselves. Y'all ever met a person who's always in drama? They're always gossiping about other people's business, and it's like, dang, do you have purpose in life? Where's your fulfillment coming from? Do you do anything outside of just gossiping, being everybody else's business? Some people are simply just bored because they do not have purpose, or maybe they have not learned what their purpose is. But if you're constantly worrying about what somebody else has going on, how will you ever be able to step into your purpose to begin with? Some of y'all got too much time on your hand. You know what I do love about myself is that I know how to set a boundary. This is not towards anybody else, this is towards myself. I know when I need to set a conversational boundary. That means that I don't need to be in these type of conversations. I know when to set an emotional boundary. I know when I'm starting to absorb the things that are happening around me. When people come to me about certain things and I can see the emotional state that they're in, and I say, yeah, I don't want that to rub off on me, guess what I do? Well, you know what? I have things to do today, and I would love to talk to you, but I'm not able to process that today. It's nothing against you personally. It's just, well, if I end up talking to you about this, I'm going to end up being absorbed in this conversation. I'm going to lose focus on what I'm supposed to focus on, and I may be in an emotional state that I don't want to be in. No, it's not that I lack empathy or I lack compassion for people. I just know who I am, and I know where I get my fulfillment from, and being in somebody else's business is not fulfilling to me. I know sometimes people get get paid off of it. But sometimes people join gossip and join other people's business because just for a moment, whenever they can create a think piece and everybody else can kumbaya in the comment section, they feel needed. They feel validated. They feel superior. For a moment, they feel good. And it's an ego boost. I laugh when I look at society because I'm like, society is moved by parasocial relationships. You have a parasocial relationship, you feel entitled to information and access to somebody else's life, even though there is no mutual relationship. There is no mutual connection because it's one-sided. There is a lack of true interpersonal effectiveness that takes place, and there is a lack of self-awareness. People always say, I'm self-aware, I'm emotionally intelligent, I'm this. No, you're not. That comes with not just self-awareness, but social awareness as well. And some of you all lack social awareness. You're not paying attention to the cues around you. You're not paying attention to when you're being intrusive and invasive. I know my friends are gonna watch this and be like, Kitty, you're kidding. I am. Y'all have a good day. Bye, babies.
The reason you'll never get a thoughtful response out of some people is that most people don't think. They don't even think. They just react. They are reaction devices. And they're so, you can tell, the predictable ones are the reaction devices. You can tell because no matter what, you know exactly how they're going to respond to something. You know that if you say this is what's going to come out. I can't talk to my sister because she's going to lose her shit and scream at me. And guess what? That's because these people don't think. They're not operating out of a thinking place. They're not thoughtful. They're just reactive. So don't stop treating people who are reactive as if they are giving you thoughtful, meaningful, real responses. They're not. You're not, and if you're wasting your mental energy trying to make sense of their reactive response, you'll never get there. So, so just recognize that some people don't even think, and then you can have a little compassion for them eventually, but but first, if you're a thoughtful person, you know how you approach things. You know when someone asks you something, you try to say something that reflects reality inside you, something meaningful, something thoughtful, and then so just don't expect that other people are doing the same thing, because most people don't even think.
I have a problem with people who don't have a mind of their own. I feel like those are pretty bad people, right? Who can't think for themselves and enjoy playing the game of telephone, right? When they hear things out of context, or there is somebody around that, let's say, doesn't like me, right? And will run with information to somebody and, say awful things, and then that person believes them, and then the next person, and then so forth. Meanwhile, not a single person has come to me, right? Never. I mean, I've been an adult for a long ass fucking time, and I understand that there are adults on this app that are still children. But, guys, wake up. If something doesn't smell right, it probably isn't right. That's all I'm saying.